Welcome people, we're back with another video. Please make sure to hit the like, the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a video. The Vatican is a giant key from a bird's eye view, and it also contains an 8-pointed star. The Anunnaki Sumerian gods also depicted this 8-pointed star. The sky god Anu from the Anunnaki also uses the 8-pointed star for his symbol. And even Freemasons depict an 8-pointed luminary with a ladder and a key. This is symbolizing the key to ascension up to the 8-pointed star, which is Polaris. Polaris is always depicted as an 8-pointed star. Polaris is the standstill star at the very center of our realm, which is perfectly aligned with the North Pole. The Earth is a giant torus field, and at the center is where the most electromagnetic energy is stored. This is why all compasses point to the north. Hence why a compass is an 8-pointed star, because it points you to Polaris, which is the North Pole, the center of this realm. The 8 points of the 8-pointed star symbolize the 8 points in space and time. So yes, Polaris is the portal which you ascend through if you outgrow this consciousness by aligning your chakras. Our earthly realm is a macrocosmic reflection of us, and we as humans are the micro reflection, with the earth containing its 7 chakras as well as us. The North Pole is the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. So the key to ascension is held by the Vatican, hence why it's a giant key, because they mislead the masses through their religions, which teaches the masses to look outside of themselves. As stated in the 20,000-year-old emerald tablets written by the Egyptian god Thoth, on earth man is in bondage, bound by space and time to the earth plane. Encircling each planet, a wave of vibration binds him to his plane of unfoldment. Yet within man is the key to releasement. Within man may freedom be found. So the 7 planets are associated with each 7 chakras. The lowest chakra being the root chakra, which is associated with Saturn. This is why the elites love Saturn and reflect it in all of their symbols, because the chakras are an ascension of spiritual principles, starting from the material and ascending up to the spiritual, the crown chakra. However, evil love bondage, and they are trapping souls in the physical realm by stopping and provoking the ascension process. They do this by abusing the energy of Saturn, and Saturn is associated with the lowest chakra. The lower 3 chakras are associated with survival mode, which keeps the consciousness in a constant state of fear and only aware of its surroundings. Once you start to ascend up your chakras, you become more consciously aware of spiritual deeds. And this is the process of returning back to your true spiritual form. Going back to Polaris and its connection to Ascension, Kanye West symbolizes this on his music video 24. As you see him rise up into the sky, you see an 8-pointed shape around him, which symbolizes the 8-pointed star, as you see the beam of light. And even NASA symbolize this in their Space Delta logos, a bear holding a key with an arrow up to Polaris, the 8-pointed star. Here's another NASA logo of an arrow from the Earth to Polaris. The series Lock and Key on Netflix is all about portals and doorways, and they have the Kundalini energy as one of their keys. Kundalini energy is the energy which rises up the spine, the 33 vertebrae, and activates the third eye. The third eye is the spiritual gland which connects humans to other spiritual realms. We are not the body. Our spirit, our soul inhabits the body. We exist physically, spiritually, and mentally. Therefore, we are multidimensional. The intellectual and spiritual inhabit the body. Therefore, this is just an avatar within this timeline. However, within each and every one of us, we all have the key to releasement, as says in the Emerald Tablets. This releasement is ascension, up until higher states of consciousness. As stated in the Emerald Tablets, man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time to the formless, a plane on a cycle above. And another one saying, man is a flame bound to a mountain, but we in our cycle shall ever be free. Know ye, O man, that when ye have progressed into the cycle that lengthen above, life itself will pass to the darkness, and only the essence of the soul shall remain. That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and comment any subjects you want me to talk about. God bless you all. Hello and welcome to another video, people. Before we start, please like, comment and subscribe if you wish to see more content. Today we're going to be talking about the mental universe and how everything is mental. This is the #1 law on the Kabbalion. If you've never read that book, it's called The Kabbalion. A very good book. It's the first law because this is the most important thing you need to understand. Is how everything exists within the mind. Behind every single one of these eyes is the same consciousness expressed in different bodies. The mind is what gives perception to what you're experiencing. Behind every single one of these eyes is the exact same consciousness, but the brain that they inhabit is giving them a different perception, a different being, a different body. Now, this is the difference between humans and animals. Humans possess a advanced consciousness, an advanced mind that gives us the ability to be aware of ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. We can reflect on ourselves. When a dog looks in the mirror or an animal looks in the mirror, it doesn't know what it's looking at. It doesn't realize it has a consciousness. It can't reflect on itself. It can't say, I want to improve in this area. It doesn't have that consciousness. We have a divine consciousness. Take away the N for divine, and you get with a D, put it with a D, you get divide, because we have a divided two-way consciousness. An animal only has one. However, it's still the same mind. We're all mind. We're all mental. We all exist within the mental plane. Look at this person walking. The body, the brain, is sending electrical signals through the 12 cranial nerves, which the 12 disciples that spread the gospel of Jesus, right? You have 12 cranial nerves in your brain. There are 12 disciples which spread the gospel of Jesus. Jesus represents the mind, the intelligence, the invisible intelligence that we all are, the same intelligence, the same exact consciousness, which then sends a command into the brain. Then the brain sends these 12 these 12 electrical signals through the 12 cranial nerves to control the rest of the body through the nervous system. This person walking is not, the body is not walking. The mind is telling it to walk. And the brain is it's a supercomputer which is decoding these demands given to it by the mind. Because the pineal gland will have something to do with the ether, because the ether is physical and non-physical. The mind is sending the commands through the ether to the pineal gland, which is then getting broken down into electrical codes within the brain and sent throughout the nervous system to control the body. And this is why in the Sims simulation, because the body's the simulation, it's a false reality, it's the fake reality, it's not the real you. You are formless, there is no form, but the third dimension is a dimension within your mind. Matter, mind, light is all a product of your mind. It's all in the mind. Now, this is why The Sims has this green little diamond on top of the head. Because this is you, this is your invisible intelligence controlling the character. Okay, it's controlling the character. And this character is in the world. Your consciousness isn't in the world. The world exists within you, but the body is a vehicle for that realm that you land in. When you have a dream, your mind transcends this body into another body, duplicates your body into another unite. Unite is one. We're all one. It's all one universe, expressed in many different ways, infinitely. And the vehicle that you land in is the body to operate in that realm. This is the all-seeing eye, as you see here. The eye, this is all the intelligence. This is the ball of consciousness, God, expressed in different bodies. We're all this same one in different bodies, as you can see here. And this intelligence is expressing infinitely throughout the universe. An infinite universe. There's no beginning, no end. There was no beginning of the universe. There is no end. It's infinite. Always has and always will. But the mind is what gives you the ability to explore the universe, to make perception of it. We are God in disguise. We are God in disguise. We are God in flesh. But the body can become attached to the mind, can become attached to the body if the mind is not aware of itself. When the mind is that blinded by matter, and we lack knowledge and understanding of what we truly are, a formless, infinite being, a traveler. This is why Freemasons are called Freemasons. Mason means traveler. Free. You're a free traveler because your consciousness is a traveler of the universe. When we lack understanding, our mind bounds to the body because we don't separate the body with our different layers of consciousness. When we separate them and identify that we are mind, body, emotion, you then can apply this knowledge to when you want to astral travel and explore the different realms of your mind, because the mind is the universe. People, this is what we need to understand. The mind is the universe. I am you and you are me. This is the Egyptians showing you this. The Ankh is the symbol of life. This is the one ball of consciousness, mind, giving it the Ankh life to all the different life forms. The cows, the birds, the snakes, and the big Ankh given to the humans, because the humans are the most intelligent. We have the most advanced consciousness. We have the most advanced consciousness. This is why the one is giving a big Ankh to the humans here. Here you see again, this is not the sun. This is also showing Ankh giving out its life to all things infinitely. And this is the Most High. We are the Most High in disguise. When we strip off the body, we strip off the desires for the physical world, we strip off all of these fake identities that the mind gets attached to. That is God. The universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. I and I. The letter I and the number 1 is just one line. The letter I is the number 1. Because your I am, when you refer to yourself as I, every single one of you who's watching this video refers to yourself as I, which is the one. We are all the one. We are all intelligence. We are all invisible. We are all the one. 1 is the only number. 1, 2, 3. Everything goes up in ones because there is only one. Doesn't matter how far you go down the line with numbers, all of their numbers are created by 1 because there is only one. So me and you are the exact same consciousness expressed in different bodies. Mind, cause. There is only one cause. There is only one mind. There is only one being. But because we lack understanding of this, we think we are the bodies. And this causes division, because the physical world is the most illusionary world. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion. Now you see with the two, you look with the 2 eyes, but you see with the inner eye, the mind. Okay? The mind is the mental plane is a shared plane. And it gives perception to what you're looking at. The mind. I'm affecting you when I speak. Because the mental plane is shared. We all share mind. We all express mind. When I'm speaking to you, I'm affecting you because we are mind. So the words that I'm saying, which are being manifested from my mind, are being manifested through my body into vibration, is affecting you. I'm affecting you with what I'm saying. And these words are having an effect on your mind because we're all mind. This is why you need to be careful what you're listening to, music and all sorts. Because music can also create thought loops within your mind. Because the chorus, we shouldn't be listening to choruses. Choruses are loops. And what they're saying in the chorus is being looped. And this can create thought loops within your mind. Go and listen to an old song that you used to listen to about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Go and listen to an old song, and you guess what? You will get nostalgia. Why will you get nostalgia? Because that song will trigger the thoughts that you were thinking in that time of listening to that song. So songs with choruses create thought loops, and they reprogram your subconscious mind. It's important why music is very powerful. Mine and mind, same word. See, language is the truth, people. This is why I use language in all of my presentations, especially the English language. It's riddled with occult truth. I is my me, I, you and me, or I, one. We are not the name, we are I. Every single one of you is I, because we are all the one, all mind. Now, the only thing that is truly mine is my mind. When you say something is mine, it's an illusion. It's not yours. The only thing that is mine is mind, my mind. Okay? It's my mind. It's the only thing. It's the same word, mine and mind. Like I said before, everything's one. Hot and cold is different degrees of the same thing, of the one substance, of degrees. The 7 colors are different frequencies of the one white light. Everything is one. There is only one. We are all one. Everything is one. Hot, cold, day, night. It's the same degree of one, which is mind. The mind's perception is what's giving it, labeling it hot or cold. The mind's perception of colors is what is giving it red or purple, hot or cold. There is only mind. The mind gives things perception. There is only one, that is mind. The conscious and the subconscious mind. The male and the female, these are married. The subconscious mind is your hidden part of the mind. Okay, it's hidden. You can access it through different meditations and Reiki teachings, and dreams or manifestations of your subconscious. This is how you know mind and matter are one, because your mind creates matter in dreams. Your subconscious manifests everything in a dream, in the astral realms. The conscious is what you're conscious of, what you're consciously thinking of. So me, I am conscious that I am speaking into this mic and creating this video. My subconscious mind is the hidden part of the mind, which is speaking to my heart, telling it to beat. It's telling my food to digest. It's regulating all my blood. It's doing everything in my body without me being conscious of it. Without me being conscious. The subconscious is the feminine. The conscious is the male. The Bible, of course. Proverbs 12:4. Helpful, not helpful, an excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who brings shame is like rottenness in his bones. In the same way, husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. You can take that physically, you can take that literally, or you can take it metaphysically. See, the Bible's written in such a way where you can take it as your level of realization. He who loves his wife loves himself. If you love your subconscious, if you love yourself, you speak good about yourself, because your subconscious takes everything literally. If you say, I hate you to someone, your subconscious does not know the difference between me and someone else. It only thinks me, me, me. Why? Because mind is the only thing that exists. You are mind, I am mind. If I say, I hate you, you're saying that to yourself. Your subconscious picks that up and says, I hate myself. And that's telling your subconscious that's what you want. Because your subconscious manifests 90% of your behavior. The programs within your subconscious. Tying your shoelace is a program. You don't need to be conscious of it. You can just do it because it's a program. It's deeply interwoven in the subconscious. Driving your car. texting on your phone. You don't have to think about what letter. You just do it because you know where the letters are. It's a program. Therefore, if you look after your subconscious, they are a married couple. It's your wife. Your subconscious is your wife. And it manifests 90% of your daily basis thought patterns, actions, behaviors, emotions, all the things that you all the trauma that you've experienced is stored within your subconscious, which is affecting you. So let's say you were in a car crash 10 years ago and you had a really traumatic event, you really hurt yourself, and you had a very, very, very strong emotion that you felt of pain. That will still affect you today. And why? Because it will manifest into your behavior. How? Well, you'll be cautious of what cars to go in and who. You'll be cautious because of that event that stored within your subconscious, because of that feeling you felt was so painful and so strong. It's still manifesting into your behavior today. For example, you won't go in certain cars, you won't go with certain drivers. The subconscious stores everything, all your memories, the programs and everything. So if you trick the subconscious, that's how you manifest your life. If you trick the subconscious, you already have something. And therefore it will manifest into your life, into your behavior, thoughts and actions. This is why the golden rule is to treat others like you want to be treated. Because I am you and you are me. We are all subconscious. We all have subconscious. Whatever I do to you, I do to me. Because my subconscious picks that up and thinks I'm speaking to me. Mind is very powerful. Whatever I do to you, I do to me. Treat others like you want to be treated. The golden rule. That is the only rule we need in this realm, in the universe. If everyone understood this rule and how the subconscious works and how karma works, we'd live in heaven on earth, the Garden of Eden, the golden age. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. Where your heart is, there will be your treasure. Your heart's the emotions. It's the storehouse of emotions. It is where you feel emotions. You have to let your emotions move through you, not become you. You can't let your emotions become you. Or except be like the sky and let them pass through you. Be like the clouds and the stars passing over. Let them pass through you. Do not let them become you. And this is how emotions can take over your mind. We are driven by, when a man is driven by emotions, he has no self to control. You must control the mind, because the mind can be corrupted. Because your thoughts are electrical in the brain. Your thoughts come from the mental plane. So how the mind works is that you place your attentions on something in the mind, and infinite information just flows in. Think about it. When you think of a certain topic, as soon as you think of that topic, information comes flying into your mind. Different ideas, ping, ping, ping. It's all connected. It's why we call it a mindset. Because your mind sets itself to frequencies. And when we think of something, we tap into that frequency, and just the universe, the mind, the mental plane just flows in information based on that frequency and that thought. The universe is just information. All of the information out there, nothing is new. It's all there. You just have to tap into it. You can tap into these different thoughts and it's all there. Everything already exists within the mental plane. You don't think anything, you receive thoughts. We all share the mental plane. We affect each other. I'm affecting you. Listening to me is affecting your mental plane, your mind. The physical plane is the lowest plane. It's the world of effect. Everything you see in the physical plane is the effect of mind. Like I said, the person walking is the effect of their mind telling the body to walk. The physical plane is the lowest dimension of your mind. Mother Earth, we are in a mother. We're in the womb still. The Earth is feminine. It looks after you. It provides you with food for free. It grows on trees with water. It's Mother Earth. It's the womb. The dome above your head is your mother's belly. Okay? Is your mother's belly. You're in the womb still. You're forever in the womb because your mind's constantly expanding. Because when the baby's mind figures out that there is a reality outside of its mother, starts to hear the people on outside of its mother, what does it do? It figures a way out of the mother, and it becomes born again in the water, in a hospital, into the other world. It's the same with our minds. When our minds figure out there is other worlds beyond this physical, we explore them. The astral plane, for example. You figure a way out of the body. Because when you're the firmament, look at the word firmament, meant at the end. Firm is firm, something strong, something like a rock is firm. If your mind is firm like a rock, you will be stuck under the firmament. So, for example, people who are very programmed and can't think outside the box, they have a firm mind and they'll be stuck under the firmament because your mind is the only thing that's keeping you under the firmament. It's the only thing. When you're doomed, doom is dome. This is the dome, which is your head. Your head is the dome. Above your head, above the earth is the dome, the ethereal barrier. But that's just an external manifestation of your head. You don't leave the earth, you leave your body to leave the earth, because your body is the earth. It's a dimension within your mind. So when you're doomed, you're domed. Your reality is your level of realization. You realize something, or when you have an idea, the mind, in the EYE or I, same thing, mind, it's all mind. Reality is your level of realization. You realize there's other worlds. That's your reality. Your perception's your reality. Mind in Latin is mens. Jesus was known as the fisher of men, which is the fisher of minds. He was fishing minds worthy of knowing the higher truth, the deeper occult knowledge. Jesus figured out that we are all God. And he got killed for it because in that age they were trying to suppress this information. Jesus figured out he was God because we are all God, every single one of you, and they killed him. Because we're all mind. We are not the body. We're the invisible intelligence, which is God. But you are not God if your mind is attached to this physical world, to the worldly pleasures. If you master your mind and travel the depths of your mind, that is God. Mental and men. Look at the word mental. It has men in it. Men in the Bible means mind. Here you see Masonic. The Masonic symbol with the eye, the mind. Looking over, everything is the one. Everything comes from the one. All the lines coming off it, giving its life to all of the life forms. Down here on the bottom, you have duality, black and white. Up here, you have singularity. One and the two. Unification and division. The lower self is divided into the left and the right. So the Bible even says, I forgot what verse it is, but it says, it's better to go through life with one eye than to have two and be cast into the fiery abyss of hell. I'm not sure what verse it is, but you can research it yourself. It's better to go through life with one eye, to be unified. Unified consciousness. Dimension. No brainer. No brainer. The language tells you the truth, people. Dimension. The dimensions are in your mind. Entertainment. Entertain the mind. Disappointment. It's all in the mind. Environment. The environment that you are in is a product of your mind. Within, rearrange spells high twin. Within is your mind, and your external world is mirrored from the decisions you make in your mind. Advertisement, commitment, it's all meant, it's all mind, everything is mind. Everything. So, this is important. The collective thoughts and collective beliefs. The collective, because we all share the mental plane. And because of this is why we are in a weakened state of consciousness at the moment. Because the collective thoughts and the collective minds overall are asleep. And they don't believe in anything. You see, everything is true within the mind. You think of something, it is there instantly. You think of a chair, it's there in your mind. You think of anything, it's there instantly. So everything's true within the mind. Anything can happen in the mind. Anything can happen on the physical plane if the collective consciousness, the collective minds, believe it to be true. This is why back in the days, in the ancient days, you look at all the old world stuff, you see all this crazy technology, and it's because as a collective, as humanity back then, they believed that they had much more open minds. Therefore, the things manifested in the physical world were a lot more out of the box, so to say, compared to today. For example, magic is not as powerful today because the masses don't believe in it. It's still powerful, don't get me wrong, but if the masses believed, or if everyone knew magic could be real, because it is, anything's real in the mind, it would be a lot more powerful. You see? So and what they're trying to do is create a hive mind worldwide. They're trying to make one religion, an external god. What happens when you worship something external? You give energy to it, because where attention goes, energy flows. Where your mind gives attention to, energy goes there. And when we all believe in external gods and give our worship and our power to these external things, we all give energy to it, which will manifest as a demon in the astral planes. It's a hive mind. They're trying to make a hive mind to summon our energy. Trying to summon our energy. And it through mind, through collective thoughts. The hive mind. They want one religion, one government, one currency, one belief system. And that will create a hive mind, which will limit our consciousness, which will limit what we can do in the physical world. Because if everyone doesn't believe in certain things, it cannot happen, because it's all in mind. Mind is so powerful. I am you and you are me. I hope you all enjoyed this video, people. If you haven't already, join the Wisdom Academy. The Wisdom Academy, we have many occult lectures just like this one. Also, we have just launched Mindwave Hub. If you want genuine frequencies, genuine binaural beats, because the ones on YouTube, the ones on Spotify, Apple Music, they're all tuned to A440 hertz, which shuts down the right hemisphere of the brain. If you want to gain access to your true consciousness, your mind, you need to balance the two hemispheres and balance the chakras. You can do that externally by listening to binaural beats. If you want true frequencies, true binaural beats to hemisync the chakras, hemisync the brain, to gain access to the different dimensions of your mind, well, you can gain access anyway, but it's going to help you if you're trying to learn this. Join Mindwave Hub. The link will be in the description. Listen to the binaural beats, meditate to them, listen to when you go to sleep. They'll massively benefit you. Thank you all, people. Hope you had an amazing, lesson. Hope you learned a lot. And please subscribe. God bless you all. Welcome back everyone to another video. Today we're going to cover everything that you need to know about the mind, starting with the two aspects of the mind, the conscious and the subconscious. The male aspect of your mind is the conscious. This is the 10% of your mind. The conscious part of your mind is only aware of everything around you, your vision, your sight, your smell, your taste, your hearing, and your current state of emotion and thought. Every thought that you consciously think about has an emotion directly attached to it. That emotion is then impressed onto the subconscious part of the mind. The subconscious part of the mind is the female aspect of your mind. It is also a whopping 90% of your mind. Subconscious mind is controlling all of the subconscious processes which happen within your body. For example, your subconscious mind is controlling your heartbeat, your digestion of food, and all of the things that you do not have to tell the body to do. It is the hidden part of our mind which is controlling all of the hidden things. The subconscious mind is like a recording supercomputer. Everything that you have experienced in your life is all recorded and stored within the subconscious mind. One of the most important things about your subconscious mind is that it stores your mental programs. Everything in the subconscious mind manifests into behavior and actions within the body. Your daily basis routine and habits are all mental programs within your subconscious mind. These mental programs are created by mainly two ways. 1, repetition, and 2, emotional impact. The repetition is fairly simple to understand. The more you do something, the more it impresses onto your subconscious mind and becomes a program. That program will then manifest into your behavior. However, with the emotional programs, they work a bit different. The stronger that you feel an emotion, the stronger it is impressed onto the subconscious mind. And then that emotion becomes a program. For example, you had a very traumatic moment happen when you were a young child. The emotion that you felt was so strong in that moment that it impressed into your subconscious mind so hard that you can recall that moment like it was yesterday. That traumatic event that happened to you when you were young will still manifest into your daily basis behavior even to this day. However, it manifests subconsciously. For example, if you were in a car crash, you will be wary to enter cars with certain people. All because of that traumatic emotion that you felt and impressed onto your subconscious mind. Another example of the subconscious manifesting into our behavior is posting on Instagram. Most of the time, the reason why you post is because your subconscious mind is seeking gratification. So before you actually do something, question yourself and find out the root cause of why you are doing this. Another thing that you need to understand about the subconscious mind is that it takes everything you say and hear literally. So for example, if you go and say, "You are an idiot" to someone, your subconscious mind will only pick up the word idiot. It only knows yourself. It doesn't know anyone else. You are casting a spell on yourself just by saying that to someone else. This is why the golden rule is to treat others like you'd like to be treated. Now, you can rewrite these programs which are already in your subconscious mind. However, it does take consistency. You have to change these programs which have been running for years. And by changing these programs, you change your behavior, because these programs manifest into your behavior. The best way to do this, personally, is to listen to affirmations first thing when you wake up in the morning, and do this for 10 minutes every single morning. Then at night time, you want to think and feel that you are becoming the reality that you desire. The more that you feel this reality, the more it will become a program and impress your subconscious mind. For example, you're trying to gain financial freedom. If you trick your subconscious mind into creating a program saying that you are financially free, this will manifest into your behavior. You will start doing more work. You will start looking for ways to make money. Your mind will be set on the frequency of money and financial freedom. Therefore, you will receive thoughts based around this program. If you take enough action, your life will dramatically change because of this program that you created in the mind. This is why we call it a mindset, because your mind is a frequency tuner which sets its frequency onto different thoughts, because thoughts are frequency. If you fill your mind with a specific frequency, you will gain thoughts and ideas based around that frequency. To create a stable mind, you need to master your emotions. You need to change your mindset. Everything that you experience is neutral. Based upon the mindset that you see it, you either give it a positive or negative charge. By understanding this deeply, you will then control your emotions. I hope you gained some wisdom and enjoyed this video. Please, if you can, leave a comment and a like, and subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Love and light to you all. The earth has become a realm in order to trap souls within, so that they can harness our electricity, our energy. Even the Bible is talking about how this realm is controlled by the wicked one in John 5:19. We know that we are the children of God, and that the whole world is under the control of the evil one. Ephesians 6:12, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. So the Bible is telling us that this is not the only world. There are other worlds, there are other realms that we can go to, considered as heaven. Heaven being a higher realm where there is no evil, no darkness. This is a midpoint realm where there is good and evil. Now, we're going to explain how the soul trap is how it's working, and how your soul is being harnessed for its energy, and how you are tricked to come back to this realm after death. What you need to understand is first is that you are the invisible intelligence behind the physical body. You are the mind and soul. The soul is the true you, the good you. It is pure love. pure bliss, eternal, never dies. The mind can be corrupted though. The mind is the intelligence of the soul. It is invisible. It has no true form. The intelligence inhabits the brain. The brain is the computer to control the electrical machine called the nervous system, which is choice, program, and action. You are the invisible intelligence behind the body, and this will prove it even more. You do not even see into the external world. You are seeing an image produced by the brain, because the light is being sucked through the retinas of the eyes. The image is produced in the visual cortex at the back of the brain. What does this mean? This means that we are the consciousness in the center of the brain, in the pineal gland, that is experiencing the program being ran by the central nervous system in the brain. This is the sigil of Lucifer. Lucifer in Latin is Lucy. Lucy is light in Latin. Lucifer is known as the light bearer. This is how the eyes work, people. It's not a demon or a devil. The sigil for Lucifer is how the eyes work, and how the left eye is controlled by the right brain. The right eye is controlled by the left brain. There is a crossover. It's the same with the body. The left side of the body is controlled by the right brain. The right side of the body is controlled by the left brain. There's a crossover with our hemispheres in the brain. Now, this empty chamber in the center of the brain is where this universal cosmic intelligence is hell, known as the most holy place in the Bible, the throne of God. Okay, this is above the 33 vertebrae on the spine. As you can see here, you are the being in the center of this point. All of the nerves are being sent back to this one particular point, which is the seat of our invisible intelligence. You can see it's an empty chamber. Our consciousness, our intelligence is not a physical thing. This intelligence is the true voice inside of your head. This is why your head is heaven, your heart is earth, your heel is hell. Your head is heaven because this is the seat, the throne of God. God is in heaven because the consciousness, this divine intelligence that's controlling the body, is sat in the center of the brain. The brain is taking commands of this invisible intelligence. When you close your eyes, you can feel your awareness, your consciousness, your intelligence is all in the brain. Your awareness is not in the feet, the heart, the legs, the arms. It's all in the center of the brain. Now, if you meditate deeply, you will find that you are beyond the mind. You are the being observing the thoughts. You are the soul observing the thoughts. Now, with this being said, you are the consciousness experiencing the program being ran by the central nervous system in the brain, because you're not seeing into the external world. It's an image, it's a simulated image produced by the brain and the central nervous system. You do not experience the external world. You do not feel the external world. You feel electrical impulses on your nervous system. Your nervous system is decoding what you are feeling. So the only thing that you truly feel is the electrical impulses on your nervous system. This is why the nervous system is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because it gives your invisible intelligence, your mind, the knowledge of good and evil. It can detect good things, it can detect bad things. If it's hot, if it's warm, if I need to go, the nervous system is doing this. It is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay, now this universal intelligence is symbolized as the single eye. Okay,
Matthew 18:9, it is better for you to enter life with one eye than to have two eyes and to be thrown into the fire of hell. What does this mean? It's symbolic, it's metaphorical, people. It is metaphoric. Your universal intelligence is the single eye, the one eye. It's the balance between the two poles, between the left and the right, the good and the evil. It knows the right thing to do all the time. This is our inner guide. The inner self is the inner guide. And when you are operating your life off duality, using your two eyes, you'll be thrown into the fire of hell, lower states of consciousness. Because you're split. You need to live in oneness, even, balance. Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is the eye. The light of the whole body is the eye. You are a light being. Human. Hue means an attribute of a color. Man is the word manifested. We are light manifested into physical form. Depending on your vibration is depending on what color that you are vibrating on, which is a hue, a human. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body should be full of light. Again, it's talking about the single eye, oneness, completeness. When you balance the hemispheres of the brain, we'll go over that later. But anyways, the body is the earth. This is what we need to understand, people. The body is running the simulation, the program that our consciousness is experiencing. So when we leave the body during death and astral projection, we leave the earth. This is how it works. The body is the vehicle for the earth, for this realm. Everything exists within our mind. You have the soul, mind, and body. The soul is the observer, the watcher, the true being. This is why she has many different heads, because the soul inhabits different bodies. This is the serpent, which means knowledge, which is the mind, wisdom. And this is the body, soul, mind, and body, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The mind is the bridge between the soul and the body. So what do I mean? When you astral project, you are using your mind to project your awareness, your observing consciousness outside of the physical body. The mind is the projector, projecting consciousness. By using your mind, you can project your consciousness outside of the body, which is known as the astral realms, which is known as walking on water. Jesus was never walking on physical water, people. It's metaphorical. Leaving the physical body. The water is the ether, which is the veil between the physical and the astral realm. It's a fluid substance. It's on either side. It's physical and astral. The ether is the fifth element that they hide from us. Why? Because they're trapping you in the physical. They are hiding all of these realms. Etheric, astral, and mental. People think their mind is their brain. It's two separate dimensions. These are completely different dimensions. The mind is way more intelligent. The mind is formless. There is no form to the mind. You can think anything you want. You can manifest anything you want within your mind. It is not a physical object. The physical realm is being controlled by the mind. Everything's being controlled by the mind. Everything exists within the mind. This is why the Egyptian says the universe is mental. So when we project our consciousness outside of the physical, we go to the astral. The ether is the water that Jesus is walking on. This is the veil between the physical and the astral world. The word together has ether within it because it joins the two worlds together, together, the astral and the physical. The word either is ether because the ether is on either side, physical and astral, physical and spiritual, physical and non-physical. In the astral realm, the mind can manifest anything we want. We incarnate to restrict our minds. This is why Saturn, if you go and watch my video on Saturn, how Saturn is this simulation, okay? Our minds can manifest anything we want in the astral plane in the click of a finger. However, when we incarnate in matter, we now have to labor for our manifestations. This is why Saturn's known as the great teacher in astrology, because he teaches you a lesson. When your mind incarnates into matter, it's teaching your mind a lesson, the knowledge of good and evil. This is why the Bible says, you shall be gods and know the knowledge of good and evil. When you incarnate here, you have to know the knowledge, you need to know the knowledge of good and evil to become a god. Okay? Now, the square is the physical plane, the triangle's the ethereal plane, the circle's the eternal plane. The circle has no beginning, no end, it's eternal. The physical plane is the square, it's limited. The square is limited. The cube is the geometric shape which gives rise to matter. Now, the term think outside the box has truth in plain sight. You have to think outside the box to project your consciousness, use your mind to project your consciousness outside of the box, the physical plane, into the astrals. The astral realm is the realm of the stars. Above us is the stars. Through the stars is the astral plane. This is why astral has the word star within it. The devil is the de-veil. When you sell your soul to the devil, quote unquote, it's metaphorical. The devil exists in the physical plane. It's the lowest state of consciousness. The de-veil, you de-veil yourself into the physical when you are the devil. The de-veil. The ethereal plane. Now, we all know what the famous symbol of the all-seeing eye, right? The all-seeing eye with the eye in the triangle. Look at the Masonic artwork showing you the triangle above in the sky. This is symbolizing the ethereal planes. The eye in the triangle symbolizes your invisible intelligence, your mind, which has the ability to see on either side. Because the triangle's the ethereal plane, the eye is your consciousness, your intelligence, and this intelligence has the ability to see in the physical plane and to see in the ethereal planes, in the astral planes. This is why it's above the earth, it's above the ground, because it can see here, it can see in the heavenly realms. Now, the stars are, well, this is known as heaven, the realms of the astral planes. This is some quotes from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Out of the darkness ye must rise upwards, one with the light and one with the stars. Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time to the formless, a plane on the cycle above. So there's other worlds. The Bible's telling you there's other worlds, there's other realms. Know ye must become formless before ye are one with the light, the astral light above, which shining through the stars. Not of the earth are ye, earthy, but a child of the infinite cosmic light. You are the invisible intelligence controlling the physical body. The body's not you. It's the vehicle that your soul lands in when your mind projects your consciousness into that realm. Free from the body, I flashed through the night. Unlocked at last for me was the star space. Wow, that's powerful. The star space, the astral planes. This is what it's talking about. We are all a star. We descended from the astrals, which is the star. We are all a star. Look at the ancient paintings of Jesus' birth. It's the star beaming his consciousness down into the physical plane. Here's another one. Here's some Freemasonic artwork showing you, again, the ether, that invisible intelligence, the eye, manifesting itself inside of here, in the physical realm, where the people are. You see? It's the same here. This is Jesus. The bird symbolizes the Holy Spirit, your invisible intelligence, descending into the waters, the ether, the ethereal, everything. The ether is the base of all physical matter. His truth in plain sight. Mr. Bean, the famous TV program in England, in the UK. He begins the program like we all begin the program for falling from the stars. He falls down with a beam of light. And this is truth in plain sight. This is false. The aliens don't exist. They're a lie, alien. But this symbolizes the star beaming our consciousness. And when we die, this star will suck us back up. Just like this UFO is doing. It's truth in plain sight. So, this is some more Freemasonic artwork. Going from duality to singularity. Sun, moon, masculine, feminine. Right hemisphere, feminine, left hemisphere, masculine. The consciousness in the center, the balance point. Here's another more Freemasonic artwork. The two pillars, left and right hemispheres, and the invisible intelligence between the left and right hemispheres. The light of the body. This is why light's coming off it. Because it's light, it's pure light. The blazing star. The stairs go from the checkered board, the duality, up to oneness, in between the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine. This is symbolizing going into oneness. What did the Emerald Tablet say? You've got to become one with the stars, one with the one with the self. Balancing the two hemispheres so that you can gain, because when the two hemispheres are balanced, you can gain a more deeper connection with your invisible intelligence. Same with the chakras. When the chakras, the 7 seals in the Bible, these are 7 seals because when you conquer the 7 chakras, when you balance the 7 chakras, you then gain a more deeper connection with your internal self. Because your mind is not filled, it's not being ran, it's not being dominated by these 7 deadly sins, the 7 seals, the 7 chakras. These are 7 energy centers which are concealing our true form. Balance makes us have a stronger connection with our true cosmic intelligence. Heaven is even. This is why Jesus is pointing at the heart. The even point is the heart. You got to balance the chakras and live from the heart, because the heart is the earth. You're in good and evil. The body manifests the lower and the higher self. The higher self is in the higher parts of the body. Wisdom, intuition, expression. The lower self is in the lower parts of the body. Sex, food, and power. This is how they are trapping your soul, people. Like I said, the mind is the bridge between the soul and the body. So by tricking the mind, not giving it the right knowledge, and keeping the mind stuck in the lower 3 centers, thinking about power, food, and sex, this is low vibrating energy. It's going to keep your mind addicted to the physical realms. Okay? This is why you need to go even, balance, heaven. Okay? I will explain the soul trap in a second, how it fully works. But I'm telling you all the science behind it so you can understand. When you are doomed, you are domed. This is the dome, the firmament, the firmament, the mind. Ment is mind, firm is firm. A firmament is doomed under the firmament. You must have a loose mind, an open mind to expand your consciousness beyond the stars, beyond the ethereal barrier. You have to vibrate higher than this world. Your consciousness must be expanded more than the physical plane. You need to learn how to astral project. You need to learn how to leave the body, how to operate outside of the body, so that when you do leave the body, you will have recognition. You will have knowledge. You will have practice. But this is as above, so below. The woman's belly is the earth. It's as above, so below. It's a microcosm of the macrocosm. We are the children in the womb. We are the people in the earth being ready to be born into the heavenly realms. As above, so below. It's a microcosm, macrocosm. Everything is in everything on a bigger and a smaller and a larger scale. Now, when the baby figures out that there is a world beyond its mother, what happens? The baby starts to move around and tries to get out of the mother. Because once it starts to hear the external world, starts to hear people, it's going to wonder, what's outside of why am I in here? What's outside? So the baby will force its way out of the mother. It's the same with our minds, as above, so below. When our minds figure out that there are other realms beyond this world, we will seek a way out. This is the womb, the Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It's the mother. We're in the womb. We can be born out of this world, which is being born again in the Bible. When you are doomed, you are domed under the dome, under the firmament, the firm mind. The firm mind will keep you under the firmament. Due to the law of polarity, there has to be other realms. There has to be. Because the law of polarity works in this world, and it will work on every scale possible. It's universal laws. These are universal laws. The law of polarity means that there are other realms polarizing this realm. There is a hell, there is a heaven. There is a midpoint, which is Midgard, which is the one we are in now. Earth, heart. Earth is the heart. Heart is the center, good and bad. The balance between good and bad. Your reality is your level of realization. Your mind realizes other worlds, you will seek a way to them worlds. It's that simple. The soul trap is to keep you stuck in this physical body, which is the earth. This body is the earth. It's running the program, like I said at the beginning. It's running the simulation that your consciousness is experiencing. You are an electromagnetic being, and you're hidden in a cage, your rib cage, and you're stuck in cells, a prison cells. Look, you're in cells. We produce electromagnetic energy. Your soul produces this energy. And by trapping your consciousness inside of this physical realm, they harness this energy within the astral realms. They're using you to manifest demons, because your mind creates demons through emotions and mental thought energy, which is a whole nother video. I can make a video on that. You're manifesting everything for them because they're trying to create a hive mind. This is why they want everyone to believe in one belief system, one government, one belief system, one religion, because they're creating a hive mind. This hive mind will manifest and be summoned within the astral planes, because the mind manifests the astral plane. The astral plane is the realm of imagination. The mental plane is the realm of just thought alone. The etheric plane is the energy. The physical plane is the matter. So all of our minds together are manifesting these demons within these subconscious realms, the astral. Now, how are they keeping you stuck to this realm? Well, when you die and you're stuck in your lower three chakras, okay, when your mind and soul detaches from the body, which is the earth, when you leave the earth, you're still going to have these mental addictions to the food, the sex, the materialism, the phone, the cigarettes, everything. This is why they get you addicted to everything possible. The TikTok, the YouTube. They get you addicted to as many things possible, because when your mind is addicted to these things, and when this mind leaves the physical body, you're still gonna have these addictions. Okay, you're still gonna have these thoughts, and you will be manifested into the lower astral realms because you're thinking materialistic, you're thinking negative, because your level of realization was your reality. You were manifesting hell on the earth. When you leave the body, you're going to manifest hell in the astral planes, which means you'll be vibrating on the very low, which will put you in the lower astral realms. So guess what? You're going to come back. You're going to come back into materialism. You're going to reincarnate. Because you haven't prepared for life after death. You must detach from the external world. Okay? Moon is mind. The sun is the soul, the earth is the body, the moon is the mind. This is why we say lunatic. In your mind, you have a specific mood. Moon. Money, M-O-N, is the moon. Money exists in the mind. They get you addicted to the money. The Bible's telling you this. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's telling